Explorer 2, Rolex Explorer 2 is a rugged tool watch, and it was originally designed for cave explorers and adventurers who needed a 24-hour display to distinguish between day and night in low light environments. It has since become the favorite among travelers and collectors for its design and GMT function as well. So, when those cave explorers spent days underground, they had no way of knowing when it's day, when it's night, and these watches, 24-hour display watches, really help them with that. It's really useful if you are underground or you're somewhere. It's also for polar explorers as well. The nickname was because of the wide dial, not the polar explorer. This watch came out, the first reference, I believe it came in 1971. I think was 1655. That's Explorer 2 first model, and I think it's nicknamed Steve McQueen because it's a long story, but Steve McQueen never wore one, and I don't really care if he wore it or not. It's nicknamed Steve McQueen. Just you need to know that. It had a 24-hour bezel, orange GMT hand, and it's very cool and collectible, famous watch. It's just awesome looking. It looks like a modern Tudor. Later on, I think in 89, they introduced the white power and black dials. This is 216570, and the modern newest reference is 226570. So they just replaced one with two. That's the case with many references. So 22. So this is 216570. It first came out in 2011. And it was very significant update to the Rolex 2 lineup. Before that, we had a 40 mil Rolex Explorer 2, which I also did a video back in the day. I like that version a lot, especially both version black and white, 40 mils. It's just, this is a bit more robust, improved, better bracelet movement and whatnot, better loom. But I like the vintaginess and the size of 40 mils better than this one, to be completely honest. And I also prefer the black version as well than the white. I think it's more under the radar, even though this one is very, very attractive, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it was a significant update, and yeah, it's still a rugged tool watch, but with a larger case, improved loom, and a bit more of a robust movement, even though I'm not really sure about that. Is it robust or not? The time will tell, but so far no issues. The case size of this watch is 42 mils. It was, like I said, increased from the previous reference, 16570. It was 40 mil. 904 oyster steel. It's very durable, corrosion resistant, and yeah, good steel. Rolex made their own steel and gold. It's available in black and white. White is called polar and black is just black. I like black one a lot. I think it's wears smaller on the wrist than the white one, and black one will always wear smaller on the wrist. Yeah, it's just the way it is. It has a 24-hour bezel. That's a signature of this watch, and I like this steel bezel. It's fixed, doesn't move. It has independent 24-hour GMT hand for dual time zones, so this is a GMT watch. And yeah, it's 3187 movement. It has Paraflex shock absorbers. Yeah, beast of a watch. 100 meters water resistant, and the bracelet is just beautiful, solid end link, and has an easy link extension. It's very comfortable and adjustable. Let me just show you the easy link here. Here you have a little bit more to if you need it, and yeah, I can really find no faults to this watch except for maybe I don't know, it's a bit larger. I prefer the 40 mil size. This one's 42. No rotating bezel, is like stationary steel bezel. It's some people may call it's a negative thing, but there are other watches with the ceramic shiny bezels, and this one's more rugged and reliable. That ceramic things, they break. And yeah, one major thing about this one is it's really under the radar when you compare it to the GMT Master 2, Pepsi, Batman. It's just overshadowed. I think it's overshadowed even by the Submariner in popularity. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's one of those things that I really like about it. Of course, it's a watch designed for extreme conditions, explorers, travelers, so it's very reliable. That's something I really like and appreciate. Also, it's very legible. You can read the time anywhere, all the time, no issues whatsoever. It's true GMT. It has independent 24-hour hands, and yeah, you can. It's a true GMT watch, and yeah, some people hate the new size. I don't hate it. I don't like it. But new size, 42 mil size, it gives a bold wrist presence. Let me just compare. This is Explorer 1. Kind of, you might argue, kind of looks small on your wrist. And when I put this one on my wrist, it has a nice wrist presence. It really does. It's a perfect summer watch. I really I like it because of it feels like a modern Rolex, because it is modern Rolex, and yeah, it has a great tone, and yeah, great movement as well, 3187 movement. So yeah, no point me yapping about this watch for tomorrow, because this is just a good watch. It's a good, fantastic toe watch. If you want a bold, adventure-ready Rolex with GMT function, this is your Bob's your uncle. So the power dial version is very popular. This one, I think it's just different, and I think the RT Luxury contributed to popularity of this watch a lot, because I know before he bought it back in the day, no one wanted this one. Everyone wanted the black one. Now everyone wants the white power version, and this is the more popular version. So if you want to go against the grain, you get the black one. And yeah, if you appreciate rugged tool watches, don't mind the bigger case size, but 42 mil is just perfect, sweet spot. 42 is perfect. This is just a excellent choice, and I cannot recommend it enough. It offers durability, a distinctive look. When someone sees this watch, even from 30 meters away, they will know it's a Rolex Explorer. But if someone who's not an enthusiast, who doesn't know watches, they won't even recognize it as a Rolex. Maybe because of the Cyclops, but someone who's not in the know will not even recognize this as a Rolex, and that's one of the biggest advantages for me. And yeah, it's one of those under radar sport models from Rolex, and it does not scream, hey, look at me, I have a Rolex.